Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a pretty short video, I think. This is mainly dedicated to one of my customers, and this is just something that I like to do whenever I have a customer, no matter if they are brand new or if they've been with me for a year plus. I really like to make sure that they know how to use their products so they love their products, right? Because nothing's worse than spending a bunch of money on products, finally receiving them, and then kind of not really knowing what to do with them. So that's where I come in. Let me mute this really quick because that's going to be super annoying. Okay, so first thing we're going to start with is a VFX camera ready primer. This feels like silk. Okay, it's really good, and it is a silicone base, and it doesn't take much. I use about that much, and this is going to minimize the appearance of your pores, so I really like to concentrate in this area for myself especially. And it's going to allow your makeup to go on your face a lot smoother, because if you think about it, if you were painting, for instance, right, you're going to put down a primer, you're going to clean your area, and you're going to put down a really nice primer so that your paint is going to go on a lot smoother. It's going to spread a lot easier. You're actually going to use a little bit less product because everything's moving around a lot nicer. And this is also has with this being a camera ready product from pharmacy, it's going to give you that blurring effect. So it's going to, you know, blur any imperfections, your fine lines, wrinkles, all that fun stuff. So always start with this. And like I said, it feels like silk. If there was one product I would highly recommend people switching out of their current makeup bag, it's that primer. Like, I love it so much. Okay, so next thing we're going to go in with, I'm going to look over to the side some because I do have a list of her products that she did purchase. So I just want to make sure that I'm using everything that she's got. And let's see, I don't need those. Okay, this is one of the items that she got, and I actually just cleaned mine. If you watched my video from yesterday, you could see exactly how dirty it was. And I'm really anal about that. Cleaning your tools is important, because if you don't, you're just going to have a bunch of yucky products kind of stuck in there. They're not going to apply properly. They're not going to blend properly. Same thing with your brushes. You're going to get like dead skin cells and bacteria just kind of hanging out. So if you're not cleaning them, you're just reapplying them to your face, and I don't like that. So I just use it's like a $5 or $6 tea tree soap through pharmacy. That's what I clean my brushes with. So just clean that one really quick. And I'm kind of in between my summer and winter shade, so it gets a little tricky when I'm combining combining products, but I'm hoping I can get this, or shades. So I put a little bit of my winter shade, and I'm going to do a little bit of my summer shade, try to get it equal parts. So this is the VFX foundation. This stuff it's truly the best. I never thought that I would fall in love with a liquid foundation. Here I am, because it's the same line, right? It's still our camera ready, so it's still giving you that blurring technology, and it's a full coverage, but it feels like lightweight. So I like to just kind of dab it on here, just kind of get everything blended or transferred out first. And then the best thing that I have learned recently is to dab with your sponge. As you can see, I'm doing a bunch of dabbing motions instead of the quick and easy way, which is pressing down and pulling the product. This is going to give you more of a skin-like finish. Now, everyone has their own preference. You can apply it any way that you like. This is just the way that I have been applying mine. I like this the most. And of course, with foundation, there's multiple ways you can apply it to get a different coverage. If you really want that, you know, like this is a full coverage foundation. If you want it to look also like you've got a full coverage face on, you could use something like a foundation brush, right? And apply it that way. There's a lot of different techniques that you can do. And you could even apply, you don't have to, my sponge is wet because I like that damp feel of my sponge. It gives me a sheer coverage, and that's what I really like. So even though I'm still getting a full coverage, I'm able to keep it sheer, and that's what I prefer. Always try to be mindful of my eye area. always blend it down your neck a little. So this is the area that you can just kind of pull it. You don't have to dab this area, but just to kind of keep everything flowing in the same way. All right. And if you are new to this and you would like color match, please let me know. I virtually color match my customers, so that's not a problem. So we've got those, we did our primer. The next thing that she got was a liquid concealer. So the cool thing about these liquid concealers specifically is that they're anti-aging. These are made with an Indian seed plant extract that are made to plump up your skin. So if you think of plumping up your eye area, that's exactly what this is going to do for you. So I just kind of paint it on. You can probably tell that this tip is super, super soft, which makes a very big difference when you're applying your products. It's nice to have a soft feel. I'm not going to go in with a different brush. We're going to stick with the same beauty sponge and just dab this. So again, I'm not pushing and pulling, right? I'm just dabbing all of this around. Same thing under eye. I do a little bit more mindful with the under eye area. But you're just dabbing it. And the trick to kind of blending out your concealer is, especially if you're doing it to brighten, this is really where your preference comes into play. If you want a more natural look, you're going to blend a lot more. If you want it to be brighter and, you know, more dramatic, more noticeable, then you're not going to blend as much. And just being mindful also that makeup is makeup. Makeup is here for us to enhance the beauty that we already have. There's no, you know, right or wrong way. It's literally just whatever makes you feel best. Okay, so we've got those products on. She did get a brow mascara. This is one of my favorite products. This is also, I mean, I love everything that I use, I love. And that's kind of one of the things I like about the company that I represent, is that we are a lifestyle brand. We've got everything from skincare, makeup, oils, health and wellness, body care, hair care, nail care. Like we literally, and that's not even all of it. But I like it because I get to kind of pick and choose what it is that I work with, you know? I don't have to talk about every single line of products that we have, and I definitely don't. I stay true to what I like the most, and that's probably, you know, products that I use on a daily or regular basis. And these are some of the products she got are the ones that I use on a daily basis. I feel like being a stay-at-home mom, a work-from-home mom, I have really learned to just love makeup, and it kind of gives me that perfect pick-me-up. So this is the brow mascara that my customer got. My brows just need, they need shaped real bad. But what I do, so let me walk you through this step. Since I just did one brow, you obviously take it out. There's a lot of product that comes out on the wand, so you'll see me often taking it all off. I don't need a lot. I don't have super thick brows, so I just take this all off. Just like that. And then what I like to do is start at about the middle of my brow, and I go in light-handed. So I'm just very lightly swiping this through, and then I bring it to the end of my brow. Okay, so we're about halfway done with our brow. And then whatever's left on my little wand, that's what I go back in, and I'm still working very light-handedly. You don't need to press hard. Just use light hands and go back through and brush it. So the reason that I start in the middle of my brow versus over here, the beginning or the front, whatever you want to call this area, is because it's a lot easier to place your pigments in the middle, brush them over, than it is to place all of your pigments right here at the very beginning and try to brush them all the way over and get it all even. So then you're kind of stuck with like really, really dark brows, and they like gradually get lighter. So the way that I do it is it just allows your brows to be one color all the way through. And that's just the easiest thing that I have learned to do. Okay, so one more thing that I'm gonna grab this liquid concealer again, and we're gonna use it kind of like as a little eye primer. If you have an eye primer that you love, you can use that. If not, if you want to use something, you can always just use your concealer, especially the lighter shade. And I'm gonna take my beauty blender and just dab that out. Just like that. Okay, and then the next product that I'm gonna use, I feel like I'm using two products that she did not get, but these are just what I would do I'm doing my face for the day. So these are what I would normally, things I would normally use. So we're gonna go ahead and add some bronzer, contour, whatever you wanna call it, but I am gonna use this palette. So if I was to do this, let me see, if we did, this is about like a little over $6 for each of these. So you're essentially getting your bronzer, full-size blush, and a full-size highlighter for $20. Each of them broken down is around $6.60-ish. Not bad when you break it down like that, right? So that's what I'm gonna use, and we're gonna use this as a full face palette. I'm gonna use it to warm up my face, if I could speak. This is my favorite bronzer. But I will say our other palette that is similar to this, it still comes with a bronzer, highlighter, and a blush. It's called the 3-in-1 palette. And my customers who have more fair skin tones look amazing in that palette. Like, I like that palette too. But I'm just saying there is something about my lighter skin tone ladies, when they use that palette specifically, it brightens their face so much. I love that. And it has more of so this is going to be more of a cooler undertone, whereas the other palette has a warmer undertone. You could use either or, but that's just kind of from my experience what I've seen. I know my mom and I always compare a lot together because she is blonde hair, blue eyes. I'm brown hair, brown eyes. I'm always darker skin tone than she is. And so we can kind of compare products in that way, but and then I feel like all of my friends are, not all of them, but the majority of my friends are more my mom's skin tone. So she's always been one of my guinea pigs, but now she works at pharmacy with me, so it's even better. Okay, so what we're gonna use now, I'm just gonna go in with a fluffy pharmacy eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna take I'm not gonna wear any blush today. I'm not really a huge blush person, but I do have hooded eyes. So I'm going to take this bronzer and put it right above my natural crease. If you have hooded eyes, that's a very good place to place your pigments, because when your eyes are open, you still want to be able to see everything. And you can tell, like, that's just a little bit of bronzer, and it already makes this side of my face look more lifted, a little more awake, and that's what we're going for. It is Sunday. It's my husband's first day off for the week, and it's kind of like my day to catch up on myself, but also my business. So looking more awake is always a plus for me. So, and I just kind of still go light-handed, just using a fluffy eyeshadow brush to put some bronzer up there. All right, nothing crazy. And now what I'm gonna do is take this shimmer. I'm just gonna use my finger. So we're using minimal products or tools, right? We use this sponge that my customer has ordered. I use just like an angled, this is actually called an angled blush brush to contour with or add my bronzer. Just adds more warmth back into your face. And then I use a fluffy eyeshadow brush and then my finger. Okay, I'm gonna use my ring finger, rub in this highlighter. Watch how beautiful this is. And I'm just going to tap it on here. So you're essentially getting more bang for your buck when you use this palette as your face and your eyes, because of course there's a blush in here, so you could really do a full face with it. And I have used this blush as an eyeshadow before too. But if I was gonna do just a quick daily kind of get ready thing, this is what I would do. And you can of course do this exact same thing with the 3-in-1 palette too. Very, very pretty. Okay. So the next part, now my hand is dirty, right? So that goes into another product that she got, which is our Scentsy wipes. So these are Pharmacy Scentsy wipes. I want to say they're $4 or $5. You've got 20 wipes in here, and they are amazing for sensitive skin. But I normally just pull one out whenever I'm playing in makeup. I do a lot of content creation because I do work on social media, so it's nice to have these handy. But also, we never want to sleep in our makeup, so it's just as nice to have those. All right, I'm gonna add mascara. This isn't a product she got either. There's just one more product so far, and I'm gonna save that one for last because it's gonna be pretty. Okay, so this is our Double Lash Extend Mascara, and today is the 23rd. I am going to upload this video today momentarily, soon after it is finished. Because today is the last day to get a Double Lash Extend mascara for free. When you spend $80, you'll get to choose whether you want this mascara in black, blue, it's an electric blue, it's beautiful, or a soft brown. You get to pick, and that is, there's no limit to that. So if you spend $80, you get one for free. If you spend $160, you get two for free. What's 80 times 3? Maybe 240-ish. If you spend enough to get 3 for free, then you get to pick all the colors. But I love this mascara. It's a 2-step process. There's no fibers in this. It's all just the technology that Pharmacy has put into the ingredients and the formula. And I am notorious for making a mess with my mascara, so I just go with it and then clean up when I'm done. Look at the difference. Is that not amazing? And you can really just play with it if you want to go a little bit wilder. Love that. Okay, so next eye. Moving along. I have got a lot of training that I'm doing. So I'm from Ohio, and I'm going home for a couple of weeks in November and doing a mini team training. I wasn't gonna do anything as big as I did over the summer just because it's holiday time and I really just want to see my grandma like every day. And you know, just enjoy family, enjoy the moment, because I don't see them often. But I am doing a training for them, and I'm excited to see my team and love on them. And we're going to be going over content creation and how to keep your business flowing through life on social media, multiple social media platforms. And that's what I'm excited to talk about, because it's one of those topics that is completely overwhelming and stops people in their tracks before they even really try. But it's something that I have been doing, so I know that there's other ways to kind of break it down and make it more doable for everybody, because we're all busy in our own ways. Everyone's busy. This is seriously the best mascara. Okay, now the last product that my girl ordered is a VFX liquid matte lipstick. Look at this shade. Isn't that so pretty? That's why I put on my NSYNC shirt. I'm like, oh, it's perfect. But this is shade Flamingo Pink. I'm not gonna line my lips or anything. I'm just gonna put it on here. And same thing, so let's start this over, okay? I'm going to take this out. There's a lot of product that comes out on your little wand. I take it off. My lips are not big. So, and this is a liquid matte lipstick, so it is has a longer staying power, but the trick is you want to apply a thin layer dry. If that's the way you like it, perfect, leave it. If you want to be a little bit more pigment, dramatic, whatever you're going for, then add another thin layer and let it dry. How pretty is that? I feel like that brightened up my whole look. So what we're gonna do is put another thin layer. It dries super quick, so you don't have to, it's not like you're gonna be waiting for 60 seconds or something. It's dried already. And if you're used to watching me put on lipstick, I never go back in like I just did, but I just wanted to show you exactly how you can do that. I like that. Flamingo pink isn't not a color that I wear often, but I'm glad that I put it on because it does make you, just kind of brightens things up. So normally people would grab this as a summer or a spring color, but I think that this is absolutely perfect going into winter because sometimes people just need a pick-me-up. And what better way to pick yourself up than a very beautiful bright lipstick? So I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know.